Dear parents, title for today's behavior is communication, not just misbehavior. Welcome to episode 3 of my YouTube channel on raising emotionally intelligent children. In this episode, I am giving you the foundation. Later, I will go into specific behavior one by one and talk in more details about what to do and what not to do. Today, I want to talk to you about one of the most important ideas in parenting. Behavior is communication. Let me begin with a story. A 7-year-old child comes home from school. The mother can see right away that something is wrong. He throws his backpack on the floor. He does not answer properly. His face is tense. His voice is sharp. His little sister say one small thing and suddenly he yells at her. The mother tell him to go and wash his hand before dinner, and he screams, "No." Then he throws himself on the couch, starts crying, and kicks the floor. Many parents at this moment will think, what is wrong with you? Why are you acting like this? Stop this right now. Some will yell, some will threaten punishment, some will say, if you don't stop, you are going to your room, and sometimes the behavior gets even worse, and sometimes they hit. But there is the question I want every parent to learn to ask. What is this behavior trying to say? Again, what is this behavior trying to say? Because very often, what looks like misbehavior is actually a communication. That child may not be saying, I want to make my mother's life miserable. He may be saying, I had a terrible day. He may be saying something happened at school. He may be saying, I'm overwhelmed. He may be saying, I'm holding too much inside and I don't know how to say it. Maybe he was corrected all day in school. Maybe another child embarrassed him. Maybe he felt left out. Maybe he was trying very hard all day long to stay in control, and when he got home, his nervous system could not hold it anymore. So the first safe place where everything come out was home. That is what many parents miss. They see the behavior, but they don't see what is under the behavior. So what should the mother do? First, she should not start with punishment. She should not immediately yell, shame, or threaten. That does not mean she allowed disrespect or chaos. It means she understands that before she can correct wisely, she must first understand what is happening. So she comes closer. She lowers her voice. She keeps the boundary but change the tone. She might say, something is wrong. I can see that. Or, you seem really upset right now. Or, I am not going to let you yell at everyone, but I want to help you. If the child is too overwhelmed to talk, then this is not the moment for a lecture. This is the moment for calm, safety, and containment. The mother may sit near him. She may say, take your time. She may offer a hug or a kiss if the child accepts it. She may simply stay present and let the storm come down. Then, when the child is calmer, she can begin to explore. What happened today? Did something happen at school? Did somebody upset you? Were you trying to hold it together all day? Now, sometimes the child will tell you. Sometimes the child will not know how to explain it. Sometimes even the child does not fully understand what happened inside. But over time, if a parents learn to pause and ask these questions, patterns begin to appear. The mother may realize that every day after school, the child is fragile for 20 or 30 minutes. She may realize he's hungry, overstimulated, exhausted, or emotionally flooded. She may realize he needs connection before correction. She may realize that the worst behavior is often not random at all. It is predictable. It is telling a story. And once she sees that, she can start helping more effectively. Maybe the child needs a snack and a quiet time before being asked to do anything. Maybe he needs 10 minutes of closeness before homework and rules. Maybe he needs the mother to ask fewer questions at first and give more calm presence. Maybe he needs help putting words to feeling. You were embarrassed today. You felt left out. You were frustrated. You were holding too much in. That is how emotional intelligence is built. Not by shouting louder than the child, not by punishing the explosion without understanding the pressure underneath it, but by helping the child slowly connect feelings, words, behavior, and recovery. Now, let me be clear. This does not mean every behavior is acceptable. If the child hits, we stop the hitting. If the child screams at someone's face, we stop that. If the child throws something dangerous, we remove that. But we don't stop there. We do not only say, don't do that. We also ask, why did this happen? What overwhelmed the child? What is missing here? What skill does this child not yet have? Because many difficult behaviors are not signs of a bad child. They are signs of a struggling child. A child may not yet know how to manage frustration. A child may not know how to shift from school stress to home calm. A child may not know how to tell you, I am embarrassed, I am jealous, I am exhausted, or I feel out of control. So instead, the child shows you through whining, through defiance, through yelling, through crying, through shutting down, through aggression, and through attitude. This is why I say behavior is communication. It does not mean every behavior is good. It does not mean there should be no consequences. It means behavior often has meaning. And if you only punish the meaning without understanding the message, you miss the chance to truly help your child grow. This is why parenting has to become more thoughtful. Not perfect, more thoughtful. The next time your child acts out, I want you to pause and ask, what happened today? What has this child been carrying? What happened in the last few hours? What is this behavior trying to tell me? Is it hunger, fatigue, overstimulation, jealousy, frustration, school stress, a need for connection? Sometimes you will know right away. Sometimes you will not. Sometimes it takes trial and error. But the more you think this way, the more clearly you will begin to understand your child. And when a child feels understood, something powerful happens. The child begins to feel safer. The child begins to calm faster. The child begins to learn words for feeling. The child begins to trust that emotions can be handled instead of feared. The child begins to grow. So in simple terms, here is the message for this episode. When a child cannot tell you clearly what is happening inside, the child often shows you through behavior. Your job is not only to stop the behavior, your job is to understand what is driving it, set the necessary boundary, and teach the child what they do not yet know how to do. That is where wise parenting begins. And in a future episode, we will talk much more specifically about exactly what to do and what not to do in face of tantrum, whining, hitting, refusal, and other difficult behaviors. So stay tuned. And if your child is going through a specific behavior you want me to address, please send me an email. I would be happy to respond or make a short talk about that exact issue. Thank you.